Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the real United States and welcome to downtown Baltimore and this year's Baltimore Comic Con. Now I have a confession to make. I have never been to a comics convention before in my life, so this is my first time. If it's your first time, well, welcome to Baltimore. And it's a rather crowded place even at this hour still in the morning. For those of you who don't know what this is a comic book and comic character, comic toy convention. People come in to sell all these sorts of toys and posters and comic books and collectibles. It's a big thing for collectibles. So thousands of people come here. It's a 3-day event. And we have these here in the United States in various large cities around the United States. Of course, the largest, probably best known, is in San Diego, the original Comic Con as I understand it. But this is a huge event here at the Baltimore Convention Center in Baltimore. And so I have no idea what we're going to find. There are actually a lot of people here who are in costume. What is commonly referred to as cosplay. And you'll find that there are these little acronyms or truncated words that are used as part of the vernacular in this whole sort of a thing that people are involved in, this genre, this collectible sort of environment. So we're going to take you around and hopefully we're going to talk to a few people. We're going to show you some of the sites here at Comic-Con, and I hope you enjoy this 2015 Comic-Con in downtown Baltimore. So I had mentioned that one of the big things here is a lot of the toys and collectibles. And the good folks here at Galactic Toys actually hooked up with us on Facebook, on our fan page, invited us down to see them. So just take a moment to show you a little bit of what they got here. They've got a lot of stuff, of course, right now. Star Wars is popular, so there's a lot of Star Wars figurines and all kinds of other characters. They've got, of course, the classic comic book characters. There's Batman and Superman and those guys, and all in figurines. And they're all, you know, really nicely detailed, very good, nice quality merchandise they got here. So I want to thank you guys for having us down, and I think that actually I'm going to switch places with Beverly because she wants to make a purchase, believe it or not.
Hi, I'd like to see one of your R2-D2s, please. Yep, that's my little guy. I would like to take him home, please.
Sure, that'd be $10.
Okay?
You want a bag for that?
Yes, please.
Hey, you want to show us what you got there?
So I have at home a C-3PO Christmas ornament, and now I have an R2-D2. So I've got the pair together. And so now we're going to have them both together on the Christmas tree. And it's going to be really nice.
So of course the heart and soul of the comics industry and the whole comic genre is the art. That's what it's all about. Graphic artists producing all this fine work and then the storylines that go with it. We actually have some artists here. I'm not going to trouble all these guys, but you're going to notice there's a lot of artwork that's hand-drawn. There's a lot of reproduced art here for clothing, for wall hangings, everything you can possibly imagine that you wanted your favorite characters on. Now, one of the things you're going to notice, if you haven't already, is that certainly the female characters in comics are always drawn very provocatively, very sensually, and this is no exception here. You're going to see behind me some of the very lovely artwork of the female characters, and I'm doing a lot of probably because, well, even as characters, they're beautiful women. So let's actually swing around here very carefully, and we're going to show you this big poster that's probably indicative of what I'm trying to say. The artwork is very, very sensual, very erotic, and you're going to find that throughout most all of the work that's done, certainly in American comics. Very different, of course, from comics in other parts of the world. Japanese anime obviously is very easy to identify as being something very different from what we have here in the United States, although it is very popular here in the United States, by the way.
Is it like a mom show? I thought it was like a badass show. But yeah, my mom's like, did you see what happened with the show?
Is it all right if I film?
Please.
I actively hated watching that for a long time. My boyfriend made me watch it. So then I was like, oh, fine, I'm going to work on my comic while it's on. And then it got to a certain point. I think they changed showrunners or something, and everything changed.
Mr. Massey, I was invited to come down and see your beautiful artwork.
Okay.
I don't even remember who it was. Lopez, maybe Jennifer.
Shelley, probably.
That sounds right, yes. And so anyway, this is one of the artists here at Comic Con in Baltimore, James Massia, right?
Yes.
And he's got some of his work here on display. You're selling the work here?
Yes.
As well? It's just beautiful work. And one of the many artists here that's doing some just beautiful, beautiful work. And I don't know, how do you manage to compete in this market? There's a lot of very talented people.
Yeah, it's just a matter of getting people over the table and getting a look at the work, essentially. But
Now, do you...
there's a lot of competition.
Yeah? Do you do this full time?
No, I'm also a...
What?
I'm an English teacher.
Okay, I understand. I'm an engineering consultant, so I do this part-time as well. But you gotta get a shot of this. This is kind of a crossover thing, right?
Yes.
This is
We call them mashups.
this is the Jawa with the Doctor Who TARDIS, and somebody actually tagging the TARDIS. That's
Deadpool.
that's got to really piss him off. When the Doctor gets back, he's going to be pissed. So anyway, but just want to show off a little bit of the work here. Again, very beautiful characters. And as I was saying earlier, you notice all the women in the whole comic book scene drawn very beautifully, but a little provocative, maybe a little sensual, erotic sort of a look to them. Very typical. Oh, and a beautiful, beautiful mosaic stained glass effect. So, like I say, they were nice enough to invite us down. I wanted to take a moment to spend just here with Jim. And so if you get a chance, check out his work. You got a website?
Yes. I'm on DeviantArt. You search J Massey on DeviantArt.
Okay, we're going to put that down in the description below. Hey, Snow, you got to give us a high. What a beautiful costume.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And then, he dies.
We've got a couple of folks here. I'm gathering your husband and wife or brother. Okay.
No,
And
we just met.
I thought maybe, I wasn't sure you could have been brother and sister. I mean, you're both very tall. You could have been brother and sister. And they're dressed in Star Trek classic dress uniforms. This is Next Generation, if I remember correctly.
Oh, Wrath of Khan.
Wrath of Khan. Okay, these are just magnificent folks. I can't believe the detail that they've gone to. And of course, they've also collected all the appropriate pins and insignia. And so what possessed you to do this much work and money and effort for this?
Well, part of it had to do with the fact when Awesome Khan came earlier this year, Shatner and George Takei were going to be at the show, so we wanted to do something Star Trek. But we didn't want to do the original series, didn't want to quite do Next Generation. We wanted to stay like right within their area. I'm like, oh, Wrath of Khan.
Excellent.
So this is the end result right here.
Well, I tell you have done magnificent work on these. These are beautiful, and
She gets all the credit.
Okay.
I think of the stuff, she puts it together.
Oh, that is wonderful. Well, I appreciate you both taking the time to talk with us.
My hands are full.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Can I give you a card?
Yes, I have a
Okay.
card.
By all means, look us up sometime. Say hi. It's such a pleasure. You guys look magnificent. Your favorite characters of the day for me.
Thank you.
All right, have a great one.
All right.
Hello, and you're watching the real United States. It's all over again.
Exactly. I was like, we canceled everything prior.
So now you can reboot it correctly.
Let me put my eyes in.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool. Can I say hi? Hello, people. Hi, you guys in the camera. I was going to quote something from Ryan Reynolds, but you probably heard it enough, so I'm not going to do that. But this is my buddy Captain. He's
Language.
my hero.
Awesome. I love your son. Thank you
You
very
want to
much.
get a picture with them? I'll take a picture.
My name name is Kevin Hines. I'm here with
Paul Campbell.
Paul Campbell. How you doing? This is a story about Soon Shin. This is a Korean admiral from the 1500s. This is back when Japan was invading a lot of territories. Japan figured out that they outnumbered the Koreans 10-1.
Yeah.
So Japan invaded. They invaded 23 consecutive times. This guy right here, Soon Shin, was defended his country successful all 23 times. Right now we got a great deal going on. We got 4 books going for $10. Plus I got my writer, creator, and publisher here with me today, Henri Compton, because Henri Compton Productions.
So this is based on actual historical events?
Yes, this is historically accurate. Yeah, we
Far
took a
out.
few liberties. It is a comic book, but everything in here really happened.
Yeah, I suppose it's like any literature that's based on reality. You take some artistic license in order to make the story more full. But obviously, yeah, I think that is very cool.
Absolutely. We got inspired a long time ago and decided to make this comic book. And we wanted to give people the quality comic book that we feel like they deserve. So we gave them a great artist. You notice some of these pictures in here, as well as no ads inside the comic book. This is all.
And since Bev already got a gift, I'm getting this.
Boom.
So there.
Thank you very much.
That was my pleasure.
Very much appreciate that.
My pleasure, my
Yeah.
pleasure. And your name again?
My name is Kevin Hines.
Kevin Hines.
Yes.
So
Kevin
check him
Hines.
out. You got a website?
We do. We got a website right here, yesoonshin.com.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to put that down in the comment section below, folks.
You can also get it right here in the big poster.
Yeah.
Let me introduce you to my writer, creator, and publisher.
Right here.
Hold on,
He's
folks,
one of
he's
our
conducting business.
previous happy customers.
Oh, well, you've got another customer now.
Yeah.
I'm Paul Campbell.
Oh, hey, Paul, how are you?
Nice to meet
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Right on.
So this sounds really interesting, all based on actual historical events.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, what possessed you to actually do that?
Well, I've really been, thank you. I've really been into Korean culture my whole life.
Right.
And I used to study Taekwondo and stuff like that. I actually went to Korea when I was 18 and trained out there.
Okay.
And when I stopped doing Taekwondo and gained this beautiful muscle right over here.
Yeah, that happens with the passage of years, my friend.
Yeah, and just so you know, I could grow a full head of hair if I want to. I choose to shave it.
Okay.
Just for the record.
That's fine.
Seriously, you give me a week, it's budding up there. Yeah. Anyway, I got into this TV show about Soon Shin, and I was so into it that I spent years doing all this research. I worked with the Korean Army and Navy, and the reason why I wanted to make this comic is the TV show was great, but it was very elaborate. And it was really hard to get American people into it because it's all subtitled, you know?
Right.
So I really wanted to share the story with the world because it's amazing. I mean, there's this guy who's up against an invading force from Japan, the samurais, the baddest mofos in the galaxy.
Right.
And he beat the living crap out of them 23 times in a row, and he was outnumbered 10-1 every single battle.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to reading them.
Oh, man, I'm so happy you're on board.
I will be glad to purchase a set.
Did we tell you about our graphic novel?
We have not.
Let me tell you about this
Oh,
book,
we got
right?
a novel too.
We got a novel too. So this is our graphic novel, all right? It collects all 4 books in hardcover, and the features are forwarded by Stan the Man himself.
Oh, unbelievable. Stan Lee.
wrote the forward to the book. On top of that, it has over 50 pages of additional content, including a director's cut of how we made the book, interviews with my creative team, my international creative team, and character profiles in the back. This is going for $25, so check it out. For $25, you're not just getting this gorgeous 176-page book, you're getting a free poster, 2 stickers, and I'll sign your name either in English or in Korean, your preference.
Well, why not? How could I go wrong?
I like to hear that.
Thanks, man.
Excellent. Thank you.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Tell us a little bit about your costume.
So this is my original character. I'm a mermaid, a sailor mermaid. My little backstory is that I got captured by a sea captain and I caused a mutiny and I overthrew him and then I became the captain.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
Captain
so
of the
that's my
vessel.
story.
That's amazing. That's
Thank
amazing.
you.
Now, did you make this yourself?
So the only thing I actually made is the shell bra.
Okay.
So that's the only thing. This is a monofin from like mermaidens.com or something, and you can actually swim in it and everything.
Really?
It's awesome. I do kids parties using it actually.
Now, you're the first person I've seen that had the nerve to go ahead and wear something that would make it so difficult to walk.
Oh, I'm gonna scoot everywhere.
I see.
Scoot around.
Okay.
Yeah.
But comfortable, not too warm?
No, I'm actually good. I got my
Okay.
jacket on, got
I
my
know
little hat.
Some of the foam costumes, of course, get very, very warm for
Yes.
people. So, but this is, oh,
Well,
that's
this is just spandex. This is
Oh,
like
okay.
bathing suit material.
very nice.
Yep, thank you.
Such a beautiful costume. I just had to stop and take a moment. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate it.
Awesome, thank you.
You're Prince Charming and Cinderella, okay? And you know, it's not just the comic book characters. We have a couple of really internationally known Disney characters here, Prince Charming and Cinderella. And you guys are looking great. I hope you're living happily ever after. Now, tell us a little bit about why you would have done this.
It's so much fun, really.
Really?
And, like, yeah, getting up in the morning and putting it together, especially when it all comes together. We get the bits and pieces of the outfit.
Right.
And then when it comes together, it's kind of magical, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, because for me, you know, I don't know, maybe it's a guy thing. You know, I get nervous having people stare at me with this bright yellow T-shirt. Does it bother you at all, or do you look forward to it, or what?
No. I look forward to it.
Just fun. Okay, so this is something you're going to see with a lot of folks here in America. We love to have people look at us, and certainly we go to the extent of dressing absolutely beautiful costumes, by the way, folks. Thank you. I appreciate it so much, and I hope you live happily ever after.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Guys, can we get a smile?
Can I get a smile? Good. Thank you.
At some point, I want to Pikachu.
Thank you.
And I got them.
Oh, good.
Guys, this is like, how, are those LEDs or like? Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you.
Oh, okay. All right. Did you want to go out for a picture? Sorry.
It's the Green Lantern, folks.
You are watching The Real United States.
Awesome.
How you doing? Exit Zero Zombie, the first 48 hours of the zombie apocalypse as it begins in New Jersey.
You're the author.
I am. Follows a cast of characters as they fight their way down to Garden State Parkway at the beginning of the end.
Have you seen
Very
the Iron Man?
Cool, Neil.
Of course it would start in New Jersey.
Of course.
I do tutorials on the Facebook page, how I do everything. I do all the tutorials and then I have some YouTube videos of the stuff that I do as well.
Awesome.
Just pass the knowledge around, you know?
I saw yesterday, oh my God, girl! And then
I know, I was like, bright, furry, fluffy.
I feel
Thank you so much.
Have a good day.
You guys too.
See ya.
Get you in here in my eyes. Thank you.
So I'd like to thank you for joining us here on The Real United States, the 2015 Baltimore Comic Con. I hope you've enjoyed your short visit here. There's more here than we could ever possibly show you in a single video, but I hope we've given you a taste of the costumes and the people and the artwork and the comic books and the collectibles and all the things that there are here. There's a lot of famous artists here that are signing their work. There are some actors here. Edward James Olmos is here. He's signing autographs. He was, of course, in Battlestar Galactica, the star character. And there's just an overwhelming amount of stuff here to do and to see and to buy at the Baltimore Comic Con. So if you get a chance, definitely put it on your bucket list and come to one of these Comic Cons somewhere because they're a lot of fun, very interesting, nice, warm, wonderful people. Had a great time. And if you haven't already, we encourage you to subscribe and come along for the adventure. And if you've got questions or comments, leave them in the comments section below. I love hearing from all of you. I try to get back to everybody I can. And as always, thank you for watching.